Alright guys, so this video today is going to help you figure out how to figure out the area of a cylinder. Okay, now a cylinder is made up of a couple of different things. So it's made up of two circles, so here and here, and it's also made up of this round part that goes around both circles. It's called the lateral area. Now we've talked about this in class. I'm going to show you guys again what the lateral area is and how we can find it. So what we end up with is something like this. Hello. Alright. Yes, this is toilet paper. Yes, we know what it's used for, but in this case we're going to use this to figure out some math stuff. Alright, so a toilet paper roll is a cylinder. It's got two circles, and it's got this round part right here, which is very helpful in certain situations, but in our math situation it's helpful because this is the lateral area. Now the lateral area is what goes around the cylinder. So if you guys look here, I can, you've all done this a couple times, unwrap the toilet paper, and this now, if you guys look, is a rectangle, and this will wrap, go and show you my roll of toilet paper, and it will wrap around the toilet paper, or around my cylinder in this case. I'm going to stop saying toilet paper. So what we have are two cylinders, top and bottom, and our lateral area, which is our toilet paper. Okay, so how that applies to math is pretty straightforward. So what we basically do is, if we look at this cylinder, what we have is two circles, so two circles of the same size. So there's one, there's two, and we also have a rectangle. That is our cylinder. That's what our cylinder can be drawn as. These are the three parts that make up a cylinder. Now, to figure out the area, we need to figure out the area of two circles and a rectangle. Now, how do we do that? Well, we can use the formula for figuring out the area of a cylinder. So the area of a cylinder is broken up into two parts. The first part is called lateral area. Okay, so AL means lateral area. It's lateral area. And the formula for lateral area, in the case of a cylinder, is 2 times pi times r times height. Now, we know that 2 pi r will find us the perimeter of a circle. And we know that here is our height. Now, how does that apply to us? Well, if we go back to that toilet paper tube for a second, so I'm back. If we go back to that toilet paper and we unwrap it, so this was our unwrapped part, think about that for a second. If this is on this side from here to here, if this is my height, and this is what wrapped around my toilet paper tube, I have a cylinder. Like, I have my cylinder. It fits around my toilet paper tube. So what I'm really finding when I do 2 pi r is the length of the toilet paper here. That gives me the perimeter of the circle, and then multiply that by the height, and I can figure out the area of my rectangle, or the lateral area. And remember, the lateral area is what wraps around the cylinder. So all we're going to do is we look at what we have here. Well, I have the radius, I have the height. So I can just go lateral area. So all I'm going to do is substitute in the information I have. Lateral area is 2 times pi times the radius, in this case, which is 5, times the height, and lateral area, or the area of my rectangle, so 2 times pi times the radius, which is 5, times the height, which is 10, I don't know why I wrote h, will give me 314.15. Now all that did, all lateral area gave me, is the rectangle, or the rectangular part of my cylinder. I still need to figure out the area of my two circles. Well, we know that the area for one circle is pi r squared. So if we have two circles, what do you think we're going to do? We're going to multiply it by 2. So for total area, which we write as AT, is 2 times pi times the radius squared plus lateral area, which we know is 2 pi r times height. And again, all we're going to do is substitute in the information. So we're going to have our total area is equal to 2 times pi times the radius squared plus lateral area, which is 314.15. So 2 times pi times 5, which is the radius, squared is going to give me 157.07. So total area is equal to 157.07 plus our lateral area, which is 314.15, which in the end gives us 471. So our total area is 471.22 centimeters squared, which I also forgot to put up here, and I give you guys enough garbage for forgetting to do that. I do it to really remember it's important. So what we figured out with this 2 pi r squared right here is we figured out our 2 circles that make up our cylinder. Now, and that's it. That's all you have to do to figure out the area of a cylinder. Working backwards is the same thing. If they gave us total area, we would do the exact opposite of what we did. So if we had 471.22 and they asked us to find the radius, well, we'd go 471.22 divided by 2 divided by pi, and we would square root instead of square, and we would get what our radius is. So it works forward and backwards. So that's really it for finding the area of a cylinder. Make sure you guys have this formula on your memory aid. It's really important. So I hope you enjoyed seeing me in my home. I hope you enjoyed watching me play with toilet paper. We're all glad that it's clean. And that's it, guys. I hope you have a great night, and I'll see you in class. Take care. Bye-bye.